You taking better stand back and watch a run. Shotgun come with the options. In big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring in a watch. Strong in when he come in the slot. Trying to bend the corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin getting. All you
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Charger football as we rejoin the action in the second quarter. Now Herbert off the bootleg. That's taken in by the tight end McKinney. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And this one is right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's going to be caught. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Carson. As the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it would have been better to hand it off a few times only to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 15-yard attempt. So we've hit halftime here. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Here's Carter now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Well, Kevin, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down. Yeah,
it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Allen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Not much there, only a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Herbert back to the air. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Herbert off of play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The handoff, it's Eckler, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Herbert. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Second down and goal. Herbert. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. But now it's third and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Herbert, third and goal. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go!
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second and a couple, Wilson. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year and 4th overall. And the Jets have taken the lead. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout. And that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again to do all those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Wilson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Stays on his feet. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. But that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Carson. Powers through it, and inside the 20 before it's brought down. 48 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Check this one on the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the